Thank you everyone for joining us for this fireside chat with Mr. Abhay and Mr. Anirban. To begin with, I'm going to ask both the panelists to define for the audience what we mean by green ventures, green jobs. So, Anirbanji.
So, Iraa, today a good question would be how green is the venture? The moment you take a venture and say, see, this is a green venture, you have 100 people who come and tell you why this is not green. So, I guess the first thing to realize is this is a transition and we are moving towards something which is greener than what we had before. And if you look at it from that lens, almost any venture can become a greener venture today. So in the Mahindra group, there is one business that builds buildings. Luckily for me, they always built green buildings. But today they build net zero energy buildings, which is far greener than the regular buildings we all stay in. But if I tell you that Mahindra Life Spaces is a green venture, you will immediately ask the question, how can a construction company be a green venture? But if you use the lens that any business which finds a way to run its business in a way that is far friendlier for the planet than it was before could be looked at as a green venture. So we'd actually looked at all our revenues and said, how much of it can we classify as green and how much is not green, and how do we transition towards having a revenue portfolio which is more green than it was before. And what sort of a target should we keep that, well, if not 100%, at least 75-80% of our revenue would become green over time.
Thank you. And what about green jobs?
Jobs in green ventures are green jobs.
Anirban. So among the many initiatives you carried out in Mahindra Group, which one do you think actually moved the needle on the ground? Forget the awards that you won for each of those initiatives, but which is the one that is closest to your heart?
Very difficult question. But there's a new one I'm thinking of after hearing Abhay speak, and I'm wondering if I should ask him to come to our campus and help change the behavior of 5,000 students on how they manage waste. Because one of the goals we have is to move towards being a zero waste to landfill campus. Incidentally, Iraa, the term zero waste to landfill was probably coined by my team. It didn't exist before. And so let me just talk about that as the initiative. It happened like this. We have these, every city has these landfills. And in Bombay, the highest point of Bombay is actually a landfill. One of these landfills caught fire. It is located at a place called Deonar. So a lot of air pollution, people around getting affected, a lot of, well-meaning people getting upset, but nothing really happening. So when it caught fire, there was a lot of writing about landfills. And in one of those articles, I got to know that typically in an Indian landfill, 59 to 60% is pure energy, comes from food waste. Another 24% is completely recyclable. So in a given landfill, 84% should not be there. So having taken that insight on board, we asked the question, so I have this habit of getting Mungeri Lal ke Haseen Sapne. So I thought I will convert the area I live in, Bandra, into a zero waste to landfill place, work with the ALMs. Proved to be very difficult, so I scaled my ambition down and said, okay, what can we do as a company? And said, what if we tried not to send anything to landfill from the company? So I came back, brainstormed with my team, and they said, yes, let's take it on as a goal. And we coined the term zero waste to landfill. And then I didn't think too much would happen in the short run because I thought it'll take us a lot of time to figure out how to do this. most of my seniors would turn around and say, how is it even possible just because you're in sustainability? So I say, okay, let's try, we'll see. Suddenly I found within a 2-year period, 3 factories put their hand up and said, we are ready for certification. They had taken the trouble to find out where all their wastes went, how they could divert it from landfill, and what they could do with the diverted waste. So this program began. In about 3-4 years' time, we had 35 locations in the company certified as zero waste to landfill. Today, that number is about to cross 100. Almost every Mahindra resort is getting classified as zero waste to landfill because they're not sending anything to landfill. So there's segregation happening, the food waste is getting converted into compost, fertilizer, whatever, we all know what to do. So that program has become a big program, not just within the company, but now almost every company has a target called zero waste to landfill. I just look at it and smile and think that, okay, here's something that has got going.
Wow. Yes.
Subram Mukherjee. So, for the green startups, should they focus more on the sustainability or scalability?
Try and do both. If you are not scalable, you are not sustainable. If you scale by harming the environment, ask the question, do I want to do this business? So figure out a way to do both.
I actually had a question on the green jobs aspect. So there's a lot of buzz about sustainability and climate in the tier 1 cities and metro areas. So there's also a lot of skill development happening, talk and all of that. But for some of these ideas and technologies, you need people like your blue collar, gray collar workforce. But there has to be a skilling to operate, for example, solar plants and stuff like that. How do we sort of bring that, to meet this demand? What sort of skilling needs to happen? And how do you think we should go about that?
Very good question. Anyone who is trying to scale up action in these areas is complaining that we don't have skilled workers to do this. Now, I just got to know that India is setting up a network of skill universities. I happen to be at one speaking about what sort of green skills will be important for the future. So that's an iron that has been put into the fire. All these skill universities have at least one sustainability school. But not just in skill universities, but also in regular universities. Every single department, every single subject has a sustainability aspect to it. And when we start embedding sustainability into every single area, then we will not have the shortfall that you are talking about. But specifically, yes, we need technicians trained in dealing with, say, solar panels or wind turbines, or even working in recycling industries, knowing how to manage certain kinds of materials and processes and so on. So that is a critical requirement. A lot of skill-related training programs are happening. Hopefully, a lot of them will be in this space as well now.
I have a question for both of you. Anirban, we have not met, and Abhay, of course, we met way back in 2006. Abhay, the question for you is, I remember when I met you in 2006-07, I had just come from Germany, and you were basically working in the e-com space. You actually had one of the first e-commerce portals in India. And I would like you to share your skill transfer from that e-com space to the clean tech space at Recykal. That would be of help to most of the students here. And as far as Anirban is concerned, to give you a quick introduction, in 2009, I am the founding CEO of the first Center for Climate Change and Climate Advisory that was built in this country, in the combined state of Andhra Pradesh. So as a part of that, I created courses at the UG and the PG level, all of which IIT Hyderabad, as well as JNTU, have adopted these courses at the UG and the PG level. In fact, some of the clean tech skilling that has come out has raised companies, technology companies like CMTI, which has created a detailed course on e-waste management, which has come back as an MTech course at most of the engineering schools. You said very rightly. So my question to you was, at Mahindra, what are the integrative courses that you have actually designed and have offered to the students that are coming in now from various backgrounds, whether at the UG level or even from the 12th that they're coming in, which allows them to build up the samvedna, the understanding of this entire space, which actually starts from personal discipline first. Reduce your own carbon footprint to begin with, and then the rest of the stories will start taking care of itself, including a consumptive lifestyle. Two, what are the other opportunities where you enable the process of sustainability in society across domains, multiple domains? And it's not a simple question.
So you have pinpointed angst number one in my life. Because if you go into a university, there are already some 300 courses, and you want the faculty to introduce an element into their course. And faculty are notoriously independent. They don't listen to anybody. So
That's why I created the electives, remember that.
So the whole challenge.
So we actually created integrated courses which allowed the ability of multiple civil engineering, mechanical, electrical, and chemical, as well as mechanical from the point of view of supply chain and equipment design to come in. That has led to companies like Samkey Tech that you're aware of, which is operating today. I've incubated those sort of companies with seniors, and CMTI coming into the entire story.
So give me a way of accessing those courses, and we'll see whether we can use them in the university as well.
Go and check with CMTI and IIIT or IIT Hyderabad. You will get the designs, course designs. Because some of the first B2B and
if you can make it easy for me,
sure,
we'll
be in touch. I think Sri Nagesh is a guest faculty at...
If you tell me to go to some place, it won't happen.
No. I am in Hyderabad, so you don't have to go anywhere else. You will have to come and meet
That
me.
said,
That's it.
today there are about 75 courses in the university which has sustainability embedded in it. Other than that, there will be another 25, 30 courses which is purely sustainability. And there is a master's program coming up from next year, which will cater to all the various things of sustainability that you hear about at any place that you go to or in conferences. All of that will get addressed in that master's program. And we are looking at knowledge and skills and external exposure so that the kids who come out of that will not only have an understanding of what needs to be done, will have exposure to what is already happening, and will also know what they would need to do once they join an organization. That's the goal of the masters. I'm always very keen to look at courses that have already been developed so that we don't reinvent the wheel. So if there's any way you can get me, point me towards that, I'm happy to look at it.
Fantastic. And for the rest of you, all of you can look at one of the course. I'm a global mentor for MIT UX Labs. MIT has created with Professor Otto Scharmer a college which is cross-regional and across the regions that is available to all of you online as well as in a blended form. And just look for MIT UX Labs online and build up a model from that. That has also gone to IITs as far as the courses are concerned. And that might also help you. Have a look at MIT UX Labs' course design, and that'll help. At Mahindra, what are the integrative courses that you have actually designed and have offered to the students that are coming in now from various backgrounds, whether at the UG level or even from the 12th that they're coming in, which allows them to build up the samvedna, the understanding of this entire space, which actually starts from personal discipline first. Reduce your own carbon footprint to begin with, and then the rest of the stories will start taking care of itself, including a consumptive lifestyle. Two, what are the other opportunities where you enable the process of sustainability in society across domains, multiple domains? And it's not a simple question.
I was running a startup or SaaS startup when we met in 2007. That was called MartJack. It was a software as a service platform which got acquired by Capillary Technologies in 2015. And that was one of the largest exit those days. And then I moved on, but that was my second baby, 17 years of entrepreneurship. Then I wanted to do something much larger, more impactful, and that's where my journey from running an e-commerce portal to creating an e-commerce portal to sustainability has been 25 years. I just completed 25 years of my entrepreneurship last year. So long journey, and Hyderabad being a great place for me. It's my karma bhumi. I'm from Maharashtra, but last 26 years being here, and Hyderabad has given me a lot. And I also try to get back to the ecosystem. I also investors in around 22 startups across Hyderabad. All are from Hyderabad. So try to do something my little bit to give it to the back to Hyderabad ecosystem. And this is a place where I also invested in some startups. Thank you.